This is the story of when we went up to Burnley on a Wednesday night. So it was a Wednesday night, 15th of December, freezing, and we decided to go up to Turf Moor to watch Burnley versus Watford. I was really excited for it. I had never been to Turf Moor before, and it looks like a great old school ground in my opinion. So I was really excited to go on a Wednesday night. Classic night in Burnley. We got on the coach. Everything's going swimmingly. We get to the service station. I'm still on the coach. Let's go. Literally we must have got on the coach around 11 o'clock. We got there about 5. There was a bit of traffic and it took us around 6 or 7 hours. So we arrived at Turf Moor for this relegation 6-pointer. We were ready. Dennis was on fire. Sarr was playing well. We arrived at Turf Moor. And the coach driver says, the game's off. So we're all sat there thinking, no. We're all excited for this game. We travelled nearly the whole day. It was about 5 p.m, 5:30 that we got there. We've been travelling all day just for it to be called off. But then he goes, nah, I'm only joking. No word of a lie, he was joking. We then get off the coach. I was the first one off. I was going to collect the tickets. We get there and the guys go, well, the game's off. Now we're all thinking, no, you're not fooling us this time. You're not teasing us. We've already heard that before. And they were like, no, the game's actually off. We're like, nah, you announce it now. It's not. And he's like, no, I'm being serious. The game's off. We then go into the coach. The game's actually off. And everyone's kind of looking around thinking, no, they're joking as well. They were like, no, the game has been called off. Coach, driver and all them lot go out, speaks to them. He goes out and says, yeah, by complete coincidence, the game is off. Travelling all day on a cold Wednesday night. And we were stuck in Burnley, out of all places. No offence, Burnley, out of all places. Oh, that's really it. I can't even make it into a story time. I'd love to sit there and say something incredible happened. But we wasted an entire day. So we were actually in the Watford Observer that night. It says, Watford and Burnley late postponement raised questions. Watford's scheduled match against Burnley at Turf Moor was postponed just over 2 hours' notice on Wednesday after COVID outbreak in the Hornets camp. That's the thing, it wasn't even a waterlogged pitch. It wasn't anything like that. I don't think that a COVID outbreak would have happened that late. They must have known earlier that day. I don't get why they didn't tell us before. Again, terrible communication from Watford. The Hornets made the trip on Wednesday. That says Tuesday night. It's meant to say Wednesday. And understood to have stayed at Crowwood, just outside of the town. Here we go. Do you know what makes this worse? Watford have admitted around 2 p.m. Notice how we learnt about 5:30, 2 p.m, that there was going to be a meeting held in the Premier League. So, as much as the game wasn't officially off, they knew there was COVID outbreaks. They knew that there was going to be a meeting with the Premier League. Why didn't they contact the coach or anyone? Because the people on the coach didn't know. They only found out until we told them. Unbelievable from the club. They knew. They're understood to have been no COVID cases among the Burnley camp, with the Clarets already at Turf Moor whilst proponents. So the fans were there, the home team were already there. Unbelievable. Yeah, another disaster from the club. I do not know why the fans who were travelling over 5 hours on a Wednesday night had not been told that the game's called off, when both players knew. Everyone knew when we got to the ground. Another disaster class from the club. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. I'm sure I've got more of these story time videos, so for the summer I'll probably keep doing them. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. Catch you in the next one. Peace.